So I was at Goodwill yesterday and I stumbled upon this Sony Dream Machine alarm clock slash radio cassette player. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised to see this and really happy to have it because I've been looking for a small cassette slash radio player for my desk. And this just fits the bill perfectly. I was really happy that there was a cassette in there for me to test it while I was at Goodwill. A lot of times when you buy these secondhand, they're gonna have issues that the stores don't normally test. So I was really happy that there was a cassette in there for me to actually test it while in the store, and lo and behold, it was working great. It sounded great. It didn't sound like the bands or anything needed to be replaced. I love these smaller little cassette players, even though they don't offer the best quality sound just because of the small speakers. It's still a great little addition to have when you have at your desk, and it lets me just listen to the radio or pop in a cassette and listen to it that way. Of course, I have larger, boom boxes or cassette players, but it just sounds great to have this here. It's small enough that it sits off to the side and I can just have it with me. And I've been listening to a lot of cassettes like this just since yesterday. It's been really nice to have it. I know a lot of these things don't really exist that much anymore, of course, because it's a cassette player slash alarm clock slash FM radio, which, no one's really using anymore. You have your phones to do all of this stuff nowadays. But it's really nice to have something like this. I would constantly find ones like these from other brands. But for me, Sony has always been one of the better ones, just in terms of build quality and overall, design. They're always great. It has this little antenna that kind of just sticks off to the side, and depending where you have it, the radio will sound worse or better. But it's been an awesome thing to have, and if you ever stumble on these, definitely make sure if there's a cassette or they're selling cassettes too that you can test it out while you're there. Otherwise, you're going to go back to the store and return it because, what's the point of having this if the cassette player doesn't work on it, So yeah, I have this one that came with it. It's just like classical music, but I think it's also covers of some like famous songs, just done in like piano form. But yeah, it sounds really good. Even at low volume, it sounds really nice. You can crank it up for sure, but again, the quality is just gonna be decent. It's not gonna be super amazing. You got a small speaker here, but does anyone still like to get these kinds of things? I absolutely think they're incredible, and I was really happy to get this Sony Dream Machine one. It's absolutely awesome, and they don't go for much. You can find one on eBay for like 25 or 30 bucks if you're interested in getting one. This one was 10 bucks at Goodwill. And again, just an awesome little addition to my desk. I love it.